What's going on? So today we're on a little hike. Not that I'm much of a hiker, but the weather's about perfect. It's a little warm. We're going to check out the Black Creek Trails. If you're not familiar with that, check it out. If you're from around Gadsden, you ought to know what it is, but we'll take a little walk, see what we can get into. So I just jumped on Watley. I went down towards the bottom of the, not really the bottom of the trail, but lower in the trail, heading towards Watley. So again, not much of a hiker, but we're going to see what we can do today. So we've got a sign coming up. Let's see what it says. Make sure I follow the right trail. Well, I'm going to say that, so you got Rooster Ridge, Creek Path, Dog Hill, G-Force, but I'm going to head back on Watley. All right, so just finished up the Watley loop. You can tell by the sweat ring on my hat, it's pretty hot. If you're like me, you're not really familiar with the trail systems and the loops up here. I will say this, I looked at the map coming in, Watley was in red, so it's pretty well blazed. There was red blazes all along the trail, so pretty simple to follow. The loops do enter, it looks like they interloop and they cross each other, so if you didn't have the blazes, you could go from Watley to Jeep Hill to, I think the Family Loop's the other one that's up there. So but I will say, like I said, the blazes are good. It was red, I followed the red, came back up to the big platform here. I'm going to take a little break, drink some water. I'm really not in shape to be doing hiking, especially when it's hot, and I just wore the church clothes that I had on today, so it's pants and a long sleeve shirt, which I'll probably be down to the t-shirt here in a few minutes when we start back up. But I'll probably go up and go down the trail to the suspension bridge and follow Black Creek back up, so we'll see what else we can find. Alright, so made it down to the falls. A little tired, a little sweaty. It's been fun. We'll make our way back now here in a few minutes after we take a little break. So the first rainbow trout I ever caught in my life came out of this little hole right here. I think it was in December, January, 2 years ago. So looking forward to doing that again this year. So back when I was a kid, I wasn't supposed to be coming down in the gorge before all the trails and all that. We may or may not have came down those stairs at one point. I can't say whether or not that did or didn't happen, but the actual Alright, so we're on the other side of the park now, and we came down the campground side, looped our way under the falls. I'm going to hike back up on the park side here in just a minute, but it's really pretty down here. You know, if you're like me and you I grew up 4 miles from Noccalula Falls, you kind of get used to going by it every day. You take it for granted. You know, a lot of people in Etowah County have probably never been down in the gorge. I think the park itself and the city of Gadsden done pretty good getting these trails up and going, making it accessible to more people. So if you haven't been down here and you have the ability, you should. Later on, fly fish Black Creek will stock with trout, which I've done the last couple of winters. It's fun. I mean, there's not many places in Alabama you can come and catch trout. So I don't know, we're gonna take a quick break, sit here and just enjoy the views for a few minutes and then head on back out. So I'm very new to this filming, YouTube, whatever you want to call it, adventure sharing. But I think the weirdest thing for me is how much time you spend talking to yourself or talking to your phone, trying to figure out which spot you're supposed to be looking at and where to go with it, what to say. So for all you people that do YouTube, Instagram stories, TikToks, whatever, and you can talk non-stop like you're talking to a person, it's pretty talented. I don't give you guys enough credit because it's not very easy. Alright, so back in the truck, a little tired, a little sweaty. Good afternoon though of getting outside, doing a little walking. So I don't know, one of the next videos, maybe we'll come up here and do some fly fishing once they, the fly fish Black Creek, which I struggle saying, fly fish Black Creek gets it stocked. Or we'll come back up here, maybe do a video of the Christmas lights, I don't know. So who knows what all, what kind of videos we're going to do, maybe a little bit of anything. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.